You know what they say, war never changes. And today, we're going to be playing around with these missiles even more. Oh, that one's really sad. What the heck? I'm glad I didn't use that one in the last video. Today, I want to test the full potential of the Create Missiles mod, because last time I didn't really get to blow anything cool up or prevent anything from getting blown up, if you understand what I mean. If you understand what I'm saying. As well as we didn't really get into how you automate these things because, you know, it's Create. You have to be able to automate anything. And there was a ton more missile bodies and thrusters and chassis and everything that we didn't get to touch on in the last video. So today I'm going to hopefully try and fully explain this mod for you guys and show what it's fully capable of. So last time, you know, we went over each and everything, how each of these panels works. You can go back and watch that video if you're really curious, because I'm not going to go into detail on how it works today, but I will go ahead and we're gonna go somewhere else in this world. I don't know why my frames don't like that, but let's just take rid of all. Yeah, we're not gonna look at that. We're gonna move forward. We're gonna go somewhere new. You see this house right here? This house is pretty cool, right? Now, how are we gonna go about destroying this house with missiles, or even destroying this town? Because, you know, with one of those missile things, with one launch pad, we can kind of almost launch one missile, right? But what if we had multiple launch pads? Oh, this is a pretty cool bunker area. This is probably part of that mod, actually. Or what is this? I don't know what this is a part of, but it's not for us to worry about right now. So you see that town over there? That is going to be our target for the video. Now we need to build a missile control room, I guess, missile area where we can automatically build the missile with all the materials, right? And then when we're ready, I can send out a drone that maps the area, gets the coordinates, gets the map. The drone comes back, lands next to me. I get the map. I plug the map in. Maybe I duplicate the map a bunch for the different directions. I don't know. We'll figure that out. And then we just start launching missiles at it. Because, you know, war never changes and all that. But yeah. So first, I think we probably just need a place to walk, because, you know, gravel's not where it's at. I wonder, can you connect multiple platforms like this? Let's say I wanted to have a 3x6 area instead of a 3x3 area, you know, something like that. Where would it decide to build? Would it throw an error and crash my game? Navigation panel, assembly panel, control panel. Let's say firework, sure. But what if I put this here? Is that also going to build there as well? Yeah, I remember we did the frost one last time. Actually, we'll do a really simple one. We'll do flaming thruster, flaming warhead, and flaming chassis. So there's two different things here. I'm assuming they just act as two separate things that are controlled by this cog here. I'll do 3 inputs, you know, take, deposit on the launch pad. The control panel is saying that we need, oh, wait a minute. The control panel is set up for this one, not this one, I think. Right? Launchpad valid. Navigation panel not built. Assembly panel valid. Okay, but what if I give it iron ingots and blaze rods? What will it think then? If my stupid JEI thing wouldn't stop having a keybind. What the heck? Okay, so it seems I need a separate navigation system and control panel for each section. I don't know what's going on here. This is quite confusing. This might be some sort of bug. Which one of these is getting the progress? Is it this one? So I need blaze I don't know why I put blaze powder. I need blaze rods. We're just doing a proof of concept here. Yeah, so we can use multiple. I think one of them was flint. Okay, while this is going, let's get out our drone, our reinforced drone box. And now we put the drone down. I figured out how to use these a little bit better. We give it an empty map because it's going to be bringing us back a map. Okay, our missile's done, but we give it the empty map, and let's say I want it to scout out this area right here. So 3134 3968. So 3134 3968. And then we click send, and it will go map that out for us. Now, what's really confusing to me is how this is good to go. I'm assuming it's this navigation panel, correct? Or is it this one? Let's just remove 2 of these as to not confuse the system for now. Maybe when this is placed, it goes out by 3 and to the right by 2. And then this is the area that it lives in. So all of this is still considered launchpad. It's just not somewhere that this control panel can build. So if I were to put one, let's say a control panel here, then the missile would get built here instead of here. Maybe. I don't know what I'm talking about. I see my drone. There's my drone. Hello, Mr. Drone. All right, now that we have our coordinates, we can go ahead and plug this in, and we're just going to start launching missiles at them. I want to watch this, please. Oh, shoot. We missed? Whoa, what is this? What is this fire? Guys, okay. Okay, that missile, that was a dud. We didn't hit the castle yet, but now we know... Oh, it's building another one. Now we know that it's probably needing of more trajectory. We gotta angle it right. Probably something like that. You're good. You're good. We don't need you no more, drone. Thank you for your service. Now, for this next section, like this next test number 2, I want to try and launch 2 at a time. And with this knowledge that I have, if I were to build another station... Here, let's just test my theory about the panel and how the panel is the home base for each setup. There we go. Now we put a control panel here and here, and this is 2 separate, in quotation marks, launch pads. You know, it might not work. And then we put an assembly panel and a navigation panel, maybe. And then this would need, well, would it need? Okay, so this is saying nothing built. This is saying valid. This one's also saying valid. Let's do a firework thruster. I know they're kind of sad. Let's do excavator on this one here. This says nothing, like I thought. This should say excavator. Yep. Okay. But let's do a snow one on the other side down here. This should register with the snow. Yep. But can we put snow ingredients using one arm? I didn't give it an output. Dang it. I think one of the items is like a snow block. Yeah, we can. So you can make a line of missile launchers like this. And this one arm can supply all of them. Since this is kind of slow, I think this will speed it up multiple if I gave it an output. Yeah, look at that, even faster. Carved pumpkin, coal, gunpowder, and carrot. Now, let me go ahead and grab this map, and we're going to duplicate this map a bunch of times, and go ahead and click on the middle right there, and then adjust the trajectory. I wish I knew how to get it exact. I think it does tell you how far you are off. So that's 1.3 meters off. That's fine. And then this one, what if we just give it... No, it doesn't have a destination, so it needs its own map. So that's 1.8 meters off. Should be good. But this one needs to be built as well. Interesting. It does need iron, though, so why is it not putting iron into here? Maybe my theory was wrong. Valid, valid, valid. Everything here is valid, except for the ingredients, which should be getting put into the launch panel. Interesting. Well, is this one done? Oh, this thing's just fully built. You know, we'll just launch these 2. Forget that other one. I don't know how this works. Forget it. You know, this one's a bunch of fire. Should be fine. All right, here we go. Launch that one. Run quickly. Oh, what is this one missing? Oh, it's missing snow. Okay, we'll go check that out in a second. We'll follow the snow one since we know what the other one looks like. Quickly. I felt it explode. Go. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, we missed so badly. Oh, that's awful. We missed catastrophically. And this thing hit the side of the tower. Oh, okay. We still have a little bit to learn about aiming these things. Because, how in the world are we missing still? Because if I put the map in and I leave it at the trajectory that it's at, like leave it like that. We're not going to touch it at all. And then I just finish out this carrot, this and this. All right, this is test number, like, what, 3? Where I take this out and I just put it in. I'm not changing the trajectory. I'm not touching it at all. And just seeing where it goes when you just leave it in there and you don't touch it. Does it go all the way or does it fall short again? It falls short again. It has to do, it definitely has to do something with the altitude. Like you see, it's gonna hit here and this is the trajectory. But if we give it more arch like that, this should get there. I'm thinking. If my hypothesis about this is correct, that should be what is enough to get us there. Like I said, my hypothesis now is that with a higher arc, we should be able to get closer. So it's gonna go way higher up. Yep, almost dramatically high. And now it should land within 2 meters of where I targeted it. Yeah, it's kind of still off, but we have a little bit more understanding as to how to actually position these things. So now we can play around with a little bit more destructive ones. Since I hopefully can aim it right at the middle of the village and just blow it up. Tunneler. Oh, we were going to do the excavator one on the other side and then I didn't do that. So let's do the excavator one now. All right. Now, okay, that is very wrong. So let's go ahead and auto do this and this should be fine. Let's actually try to get the trajectory a little bit short just to see what will happen here. Cause I think that's enough height. I think. And it's gonna overshoot it still. Okay, actually, I don't know what this number means. Maybe this number is the height that it goes up to. No, because that's 2.4, and if that's 2.8, that's 40.8. Okay, I still don't really understand it. Maybe one of you can help me, but here we go. That's definitely high enough. I think it's going to miss the castle, though. That is crazy. Where is this thing going? Oh, no, it's coming down. Okay. It missed a flag. It definitely it definitely dug into the ground. What in the world? That one is crazy. That's a cool explosion. I like that. Let's do one that's going to be a little bit more grand. I feel like the Wither one will definitely be Wither. All right, here we go. Wither Warhead. This one will probably take a very long time and be very loud. You can't even see it anymore. It's just gone. It's like the dragon one. It's going to be pretty loud. I feel like it's going to be loud whenever it resurfaces from. Do we try it again with like no blast on it? Because I don't think this guy's coming back unless we just like straight up missed. Is that us? No, that's a ravine. Okay, yeah, that didn't go incredibly high. But it went way too far. Oh my gosh, it overshot it by years. Millennium. It's gone. It's in another galaxy. Oh, maybe that's what it does. It shoots a wither. Oh, that would make sense because it's called a... Oh, okay. We figured it out, guys. That was still not what we're going for. We want something to decimate this poor little city. Ancient Warhead. This one spawns a Warden. Sure. Infernal. Guardian. Okay. I know what you're all saying. You're all saying to go ahead and do the Warden one. We'll do the Warden one. It's probably going to go really, really high. So here we go. Boom. I knew it. I knew it would spawn a Warden. Whoa. Bye-bye, Warden. Is this stuff just gonna spread forever? That'd be pretty cool. Definitely looks really nice. I like the way that looks. Actually, the last one of this video has gotta be the one at the very end. That's after the dragon one. The Shrieker box, the Shulker box, sorry, the teleportation, and the messy warhead. These are all warheads, right, that you attach to something. Now, I would assume the Shulker box would go on something very simple. Let's just do this with firework chassis and firework thrusters because those are pretty easy to aim. What will this do? Okay, let's see. Let's give it a guess. What have they all done? So, I think that this one will pick up items where it lands. I don't know. Let's go see. What the heck? It spawned a Shulker box. Wow, that's very... You know what? Let's launch it. Let's actually launch it with some velocity. That was just sad. Oh, yeah. Oh. Shulker box. They're straight cheeks, but we know what the Shulker box one does, so we can start on to the teleportation one, which I'm guessing teleports me to where the Shulker box or the thingy lands. Alrighty, this is one of the warheads of all time. Definitely have enough height with that. Probably missing by... Oh, actually, no. It's gonna go right on target, I think. It's gonna teleport me, watch. How did I know? I'm so smart. Now, this last one looks pretty interesting. It's called a messy warhead. It looks almost to be like a chorus fruit, but it's changing. And it requires 64 ender pearls. What will this one do? All right. So we know that the trajectory doesn't necessarily have to be that dramatic, but this should be good. And 3, 2, 1, launch. Okay. We definitely got some height on it. Not a lot of forward momentum. It's going to land right there. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like the texture. Oh, the water blocks are getting teleported. Oh, that's loud. That's why it needed 64 ender pearls so it could do that. Are they... Oh, the blocks are still going. That's a really cool thing to look at. That might go in the thumbnail. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that silly little video again. Sorry for the short video again for the second week in a row. I have midterms coming up. I have not had a lot of time. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Maybe recreate next week. I don't know, but we'll see. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.